Today I will teach class 8 chapter 4 materials, metal and non-metals. In today's lecture I will discuss about the metals and non-metals. In day-to-day life we are dealing with different types of materials such as copper, aluminium, iron, sulfur, oxygen and many more. These materials are classified in two categories, that is metals and non-metals. Further, metal and non-metals are classified or differentiate on the basis of their physical and chemical properties. So in today's lecture, I will discuss about the physical properties of metals and non-metals and uses of metals and non-metals. Firstly, I will discuss about physical properties of metals. Here, there are number of physical properties of metals. Here, number one, metals are malleable. What is malleable? That is the property malleability. The property of a metals by which we can draw a metal into sheets. That is by hammering or by applying pressure, we can draw the metals into sheets. For example, silver, aluminium, iron are the metals which have a property of malleability. As you see at your home, aluminium foil in which you can wrap your chapatis as well as food items. So that aluminium metal is drawn into sheet. Similarly, you can see iron sheets on your roofs as the ceilings. So that's why they are used as a iron, silver and aluminium are malleable in nature. Next, metals are ductile. That is, metals have property ductility. So, ductility is the property of a metals by which a metal can be drawn into wires. In day-to-day life, we have seen different types of metals that have drawn into wires. For example, in electrical switches or electrical wires, we have copper wires or aluminium wires. We prefer to use aluminium wires instead of copper wires because of numerous reasons. The main reasons are aluminium wires are cheaper than copper wires. Next, metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. What does it mean? Metals can pass the electricity and heat through them. As you see a saucepan on the gas stove, when you burn a flame, when you touch the utensil, you feel warm, which means a heat is transferred from bottom to a utensil or saucepan, which means a metal can allow to pass heat as well as electricity from them. So that's why metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Next, metals are sonorous. Sonorous means when we beat any metal, it gives a ringing sound. In your schools, you can see the ringing bell is made up of iron. So that's why when you ring a bell, it gives a sound. So the iron is metal. So that's why metals are sonorous. Next, metals have shiny surface. Silver and gold, you can see, which is used for making jewelries, are shiny in nature. So metals have shiny surface. All the metals are hard. They are very hard, not easy to compress. So, but here sodium and potassium are the soft metal which can easily cut with knife. There are two metals, that is sodium and potassium, that is except from the behaviors of other metals, and other metals are hard in nature but sodium and potassium are soft in nature, so they can easily cut with knife. All the metals are solids. Solids have property that they have definite volume and definite shape. So metals are solid, but here is exception. Mercury is the metal, but it is liquid at room temperature. So here are the physical properties of metals. Metals are malleable, metals are ductile, metals are sonorous, metals are solid, metals are hard, metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Metals have shiny surface. So next is physical properties of non-metal. As we strike or hammer the non-metal, they breaking into parts, which means non-metals are brittle in nature. They cannot be drawn into wires or sheet. So non-metals are brittle in nature. Non-metals are bad conductor of heat and electricity. It means they do not allow the electricity to pass through them. As a saucepan, you see a handle which is made up of wood or plastic. You can easily handle this saucepan without any getting warm or hurt. So that's why non-metals are good, bad conductors of heat and electricity. Next, non-metals are non-sonorous as they do not give any ringing sound on hammering or beating. Non-metals are soft. Non-metals have dull surface, that means they are not shiny in nature. But here is exception that iodine and graphite are shiny in nature. Next, non-metal exists in solid, liquid as well as gaseous form. So non-metals exist in all the three states of metal. So here is the physical properties of metal as well as non-metal. It will be helpful for you to differentiate between metals and non-metals on the basis of physical properties. So you can easily differentiate, as I wrote on the blackboard, you can easily differentiate between metals as well as non-metals on the basis of their physical properties. Next is uses of metals and non-metals. Firstly, I will discuss about uses of metals. So metals have large number of uses in day-to-day life. It can be used in machineries, automobiles, aeroplanes, trains, satellites, industrial gadgets and many other cooking utensils. Similarly, non-metals have also vast variety of uses. Number one, they are essential for our life because as we know oxygen is very important for breathing. So that's why they are very important for our life. Next is sulfur is a non-metal which is used as a fertilizer as well as pesticide for the growth and development of the crop and plant. Some non-metals are used as water purification processes. Next, some non-metals are used as antiseptic. As you see, a purple color solution is used to apply on your wounds. That purple color solution is called iodine. So, iodine is a non-metal. Next, sulfur is also used in crackers, fireworks and explosives products. So, that's why sulfur is used in day-to-day life. So, there are vast variety of uses of metals as well as non-metals which are very important for our day-to-day life. Here I have completed the physical properties and uses of metals and non-metals. I will attach the PDF file along with this video. You can write that work in classwork as well as homework notebook. Thank you.